Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Houston Fire Department Command Staff Badging Ceremony. I'm Shelda Brigham, Public Information Officer for the Houston Fire Department, and I'll be your mistress of ceremonies this morning. We'd like to thank all of you for being here to celebrate the accomplishments of those who are being appointed today. I know it means a lot. I want to start by recognizing our special guest. We have Harry J. Hayes, who is the Chief Operating Officer for the City of Houston. Galen Davenport, President, Professional Black Firefighters Association. Marty Lackton, President, Local 341. Also, Councilwoman Brenda Stardig wanted to be here. She sends her apologies and her congratulations. She's the Public Safety Chair, and she does regret not being able to be here. But thank you to all of our special guests who are here as well. At this time, please rise for the presentation of colors and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Personnel, present. On.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and justice for all.
Order. On.
You may be seated. And at this time, to address our members and family, we have Houston Fire Department Fire Chief Sam Peña.
Good morning, everyone. I appreciate you all being here to certainly help us recognize these individuals that are getting promoted up here today, and to acknowledge the incredible professional achievement that they've achieved. I want to thank my beautiful wife of almost 29 years who's joining us here today. Yes. She looks the same as the day I met her. I have to say that. That's how you make 29 years. But I appreciate her, just like I'm sure these chiefs that are getting promoted here today appreciate their families, and for being there with them to support them, to encourage them, to comfort them at times as they move on through their career. So thank you all. Thank you all for being here. So the selection of a command staff for the fire chief is probably one of the most important decisions that the fire chief, he or her, will have. They are not only charged with managing the fire department and addressing the many issues that are arising in a growing community and an increasingly diverse community such as the community of Houston. But they are also a direct extension of the fire chief's office. Their decisions, their professionalism, their dedication is a reflection of the fire chief's office. So it's important that we select the right people to ensure that the vision of the fire department, the vision of the fire chief, and the vision of the city administration, the mayor's office, is executed appropriately. We are a growing fire department. We're going to be defined in the fire industry as certainly a leader in community risk reduction. Our focus is going to be in community-oriented preparedness and education. That's where this department needs to go. That's going to be at the forefront of what we're going to be doing here in the years moving forward. I believe these strategies are going to enhance public safety. They're going to be able to build relationships with the community that we serve and really make the city of Houston a safer place to be. And a crucial aspect of that is selecting the right command staff to execute that vision. The chiefs are going to be expected to bring their vast experience to bear and to lead our firefighters. They're going to be expected to develop our firefighters. They're going to be expected to forward the vision of certainly the city administration and the fire chief's office. I can't stress that enough. What I'm most pleased about here with this command staff is that it underscores really our commitment as a fire department in representing and reflecting the diverse community and the neighborhoods that we're going to be serving. I have the utmost confidence, certainly, in the dedication, in the devotion, and the capabilities of the staff here right now. And I believe that they're going to help me and help Mayor Turner in forwarding our mission in enhancing public safety. I want to congratulate the command staff for their integrity, for their courage, for their loyalty, and I want to remind them, and this is important, that the reality of our existence as a fire service is in our willingness to serve people. This is an opportunity to serve, not an opportunity or a call for self-importance. So I'm going to ask that we listen to our people, that we be accountable to our department and to our community, and we develop others. Congratulations to you guys that are getting promoted here today. You're going to have certainly my support, the support of the mayor's office, support of Harry Hayes, our chief operating officer, and all our colleagues that we'll be working alongside with to make this community a safer place to be. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Peña. At this time, we have special remarks from Chief Operating Officer for the City of Houston, Harry J. Hayes.
Congratulations. Thank you all for being here. If I could I just see how many of us are family members? Thank you for allowing your family members to serve. One of the things, first of all, let me say congratulations to the new command. I have the burden this morning of representing not only Mayor Turner, who is representing the city of Houston overseas to continue to grow the city, to add jobs, add businesses, and add to our population, which we will serve. And so that is one of the things that the administration does. I'm also here to represent our Houston City Council members, some of whom are traveling with the mayor, and others who are out of the office but certainly wanted to be here. To the family members, I want to say, again, thank you, because without your support and your allowance of these fine individuals to be promoted, they couldn't focus and do the things which Chief Peña has spoken to this morning. Leadership, when we work for organizations, certainly when we work for public organization, it's a shared task and burden. It is a burden on the family, because it is the family that worries about these wonderful men and women as they go out and provide service to the citizens of Houston. It is through the support, training, and education of the mothers and fathers and aunts and uncles and mentors that has grown these individuals into the chiefs that they are today. I've always thought, because I grew up in the country and we do things kind of simple, how would we remember this event in one word? And as we presented the colors this morning, that word came to me. It's precision. We count on precision from our Houston Fire Department. We count on precision when we have a 311 call to come in and we need an ambulance or we need fire service. We trust their precision. We value their precision because it is through their precision that we are kept safe day in and day out. Because I'm a certain age, I can't see up this close, so bear with me. I just want to read a couple of quotes that I got this morning that kind of touch off some of the things that I've said. Jack Welch, as we all know, has been a leader in the business world for decades. He led IBM. And Mr. Welch indicated that before you are a leader, success is all about growing yourself. We've seen that. This ceremony this morning is the culmination of the growth that has been provided by the family, by the parents, the wives, the children, because we don't want to let our loved ones down. And then from the self-dedication to being the best that we can be in our field. And therefore, when you become a leader, as Chief Peña said, success is all about growing others, because we know that it's temporary and we have to have good people to come behind us and replace us and continue the growth. Leaders help themselves and others to do the right things. And the importance of doing the right things is doing them when nobody is watching, nobody is around, and we make those tough decisions at that time. These chiefs will set direction. They're going to build an inspiring vision in their respective commands because, as the chief indicated, we're going to create something new. We're going to provide service to Houston in the out years, in the coming decades, as some of us move on and others take our place. Leadership in these chiefs will be about mapping out where we need to go to win as a team and as an organization. Because when we win as an organization, our customers win and our family will win. The leadership, obviously, because of the very rigorous selection process that we have gone through, we have identified the most dynamic, exciting, and most importantly, inspiring individuals to lead the department. And that's what we need. While leaders set the direction, they also have to use those management skills to guide their people to the right destination in a smooth and efficient way. When a department as critical to the city of Houston, such as the fire department, is in disarray, then we all suffer, and we don't have the precision that we demand and require, because lives are at stake. And that is the burden of command. That burden of doing the right things when nobody's watching, taking care of the people, training and developing, and ensuring that more than anything else, you hold yourself accountable, which we know that these chiefs will. And then finally, because we won't see the chiefs everywhere, we will not see them on that ambulance call. We won't see them on that fire call. And then I turn to old Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu, who said, the invisibility of good leadership is great leadership, because all the things that need to happen would have occurred, and the presence of those leaders will be executed in others. A leader is best when people barely know that he or she exists. That's great leadership. When the work is done for these chiefs, their aims will be fulfilled, and then people will say, look at what we accomplished. And we did it through the guidance and the precision of these chiefs. Again, on behalf of Mayor Turner and the Houston City Council, Chief Peña, I commend you in the wonderful job that you have done in selecting these chiefs to lead the fire department in the future. I commend these chiefs on the precision, which I know they have and they will bring to the table. And I commend you families for all of the investment that you have made in these individuals so that we can leverage their talents today. For Mayor Turner and Houston City Council members, thank you very much.
And thank you, Mr. Hayes. At this time, I will read off the name and the position of each newly appointed Assistant Chief, as Fire Chief Sam Peña will badge the newly appointed command staff member.
Command staff, attend.
Assistant Chief, Emergency Response, Chief Isaac Garcia. Assistant Chief, Operations, Chief Herbert Griffin. Assistant Chief, Human Resources, Chief Michelle Golovine. Assistant Chief, Staff Services, Chief Alfredo Martinez. Assistant Chief, Fleet and Facilities, Chief Rui Lozano. Assistant Chief, EMS, Chief Justin Wells. Assistant Chief, Professional Development, Chief Michael Mire. And not able to be here with us today is Assistant Chief and Fire Marshal Michelle McLeod and Assistant Chief Administration and Support Chief Rodney West. Ladies and gentlemen, your newly appointed Houston Fire Department Command Staff members, please give them a round of applause. And now, in closing, we ask that a senior member of the command staff to offer some words of wisdom to our newly appointed command staff members, because he's been doing this a long time. Assistant Chief Richard Mann, who is now over prevention, planning, and homeland security. Chief Mann.
Good morning. Words of wisdom. I didn't know I was supposed to do that part. First, let me echo what Chief Peña and Mr. Hayes have said, and a thank you to the family. The family obviously has been instrumental in supporting these members throughout their careers. I know certainly my wife and family have been instrumental in any success that I've had. So thank you for what you've done for them. Most of you understand the challenges of shift work. Your lives have revolved around shift work for many years. I will tell you that they have a new shift now. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year as part of the command staff. Is supporting an operation that has no close sign that's ever put up. We're always open for business. Their job is to support those members. Take lots of good pictures today so you remember how they look today. I didn't have any gray hair 5.5 years ago when I started on this journey. It is definitely a challenge that they have taken on. And thank you for supporting them and doing that. I'm sure by now each of these folks have heard the badge speech that I usually give, but for the benefit of the members, I'll just tell you the badges are really a big deal in the fire service because badges are something that are earned. They're typically earned through competitive examination, and people work really hard to earn their badges. And badges are a big deal at the end of a career when you see somebody that retires and they have a shadow box, and each of those badges that are put into that shadow box are very valuable to them because each one of those represents a little piece of their career, a little piece of their story. Each one of those is important to them. At each of those badges, if it could talk, it would tell a little piece of their story. Man, I know when I look at my badges, and each one of those tells a little piece of my career, so it's very valuable to me. The badge that they're about to put on today, or that they have just put on, it's never been worn by anybody, and it'll never be worn by anybody but them. So whatever that badge comes to mean is what they will make of it. There is one difference that I would offer to the new command staff members, and this is a completely different type of badge that you've earned, or that you've gotten today, because all the previous badges you have earned prior to getting that badge. The badge that you've been given today, you're being given this badge, and what you will do to earn that badge is what you'll do from here on. And this badge, you will have to work continuously every day to continue to earn that badge. So the real work of this badge comes not before you get it, but after you get it. And so I would encourage you, work very hard, as I know you all will, but work to, if we always work to support our members, support the citizens, and support the organization, then we will, at the end of this, when you ever pick that badge off for the last time, it will have value, and you'll know that you made this department a better place. Congratulations.